This film is 3 films in one. Hello guys, I'm Nona Prince and today we'll be talking about the Malayalam film Guppy, highly recommended by you guys. Written and directed by Johnpaul George, starring Chethan Jayalal, Tovino and many more. I have a very fundamental problem with this film. And a warning, this is my problem, my issue, my perspective. So just hear me out. And not at all this is a bad film. It is beautifully shot, very well acted. Chethan Jayalal as Guppy was amazing. The emotions were there. The comedy worked for the most part. Sometimes they went overboard with some slapstick comedy, which was killing the pace. But overall it worked fine. And I like that the protagonist of the film is a young boy, a teenager. Because we all while growing up had this fantasy that we are the hero of the film. And through films like that, we get to live that dream. Now I don't have to say anything more about these things because it's already been talked about thousands of times. Every review will talk about it. So let's move on to my issue. My issue is with the narrative. We have 3 stories. Guppy and his mother, Guppy, Amina and his friends, and Guppy and Tovino Thomas. Now Guppy and his mother, I love that story. There was no extra drama or extra characters to spice it up. It was so natural, it was so lovely, and it was the best story out of the 3. Now coming to Guppy, Amina and his friends, it was relatable, it was funny. They are stalking and it's creepy, but they are kids, so it feels cute. It is problematic, yes. Does it happen in real life? Yes. Now Guppy, Tovino and his fish business. It was very interesting, reminded me of Ayappam Koshiyam. I don't think I've seen a story where the ego of a kid and a man is clashing, but sadly it was the weakest of the 3 stories. Now each of these stories could have been a film in itself. And even you could club any 2 of these and make a film and that would also work. But the makers were ambitious and I like that. And they clubbed all 3 together. But and there's a big but. There's no connection of any of the 3 stories with each other. There's no overlap, they never collide. There's not even interaction between these 3 stories. Now that's not an issue. That could have been intentionally done by the makers. And it makes perfect sense that all 3 worlds of Guppy is separated out. They don't want it to be mixed. But my problem is that none of these stories complement each other. They neither affect or inspire the other stories. Again, there are no consequences of the actions. Everything that happens in the first story has nothing to do with the other 2 stories. If you remove other 2 stories, everything will still happen the same. And that goes with all the stories. If you remove the whole part of Tovino Thomas' character, the whole story, if you just remove it, the film will still work. Nothing will change. Okay, now he loses his fish business due to Tovino, and now he cannot buy the chair he wants for his mother. See, there's a connection. But again, you don't need Tovino Thomas' character. There are thousands of possibilities to destroy his fish business. There can be a flood, there could have an accident. He lost all his fishes. Like, there's so many simpler ways to do that. You don't need a whole subplot, a whole character for that. And everything will still fit. The story will still work. That's my point. The mother-son relationship gets affected because he had an adult magazine. Not because he was fighting with Tovino. Not at all. That never came up. She doesn't even know what's happening in his life outside. Now Guppy saving Amina's grandfather. Does it do anything? Nothing. Only in that story, the love story they are trying to show between them, the affection he has for her. It works for that. But nothing else altogether in the whole film. Yeah, but you can say the grandfather got a heart attack because he was feeling guilty of attacking Tovino's character. But again, you don't need that whole subplot to make him have a heart attack. He's old. He can get heart attack anyways. Such a simple solution for it. See, there are no loopholes in the story. Everything is connected. But if you remove one story, it's so easy to write off the whole film. Tovino Thomas' character, he was weird to me. I liked him in the beginning. He has this ego, he's superior to others, this and that. Okay, he's that character, he's a bad guy. He doesn't think he's a villain, but we assume that. But then after the incident, he just changed. And then there's a backstory that all his family died. It doesn't connect. But we don't need spoon feeding, right? We could read between the lines. But at least give me the food. Don't spoon feed me, but give me the information. Give me the food so I can eat it myself. If you don't give me the information, I don't know anything about him. He's just a weird character to me. Convenient writing is a deal breaker for me. And if you feel like I'm nitpicking, I am doing that. If you dislike the video, if you let me know in the comments you don't like this review, I'm just taking a small issue and making it big. I totally get your point. Dislike the video. I am with you. If I am watching this video right now, I would also dislike. I like, what are you talking about? Just look at the film, right? But this is a problem which affects me. The fact that I can remove a whole subplot from the movie and the movie will still make sense. That is my problem. And that was the video, guys. I'm sorry. I know a lot of you guys just love this film. I can see it. The emotions are there. Everything works well. But in parts, not as a whole. And this issue is not just of this film. A lot of films have this issue. And yeah, that's it. If you like this, Yeah, let me know in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing, check out the videos, and yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. See you.